Okay, welcome to Vintage Rust. Today I'm going to work on taking the door back off that I already put on, because once I put it on there, I realized it has rust on the bottom. The rusted door has no rust, and I could fix it. I just don't feel like it. I have another door pair on my other cab. Anyway, so I wanted to show you what all I got done here. I know it's not fun to watch me sand, so I'm not going to do too much sanding right now, but I did get a lot of this done. Smoothed off all this from the other video. I've got all this up here, pretty much all this sanded. I've got this section in here, but I still have to do this section down here. So I'm probably not going to paint all that because it's actually in good shape under there. I'm just going to get the camera over here. I'm just going to clean it up real good down there, and then I'm not going to worry about that. But anyway, so I got most of this sanded. I got most of that sanded there. That was a lot of work. Had a lot of that undercoating on it right here. I got this done. I even ground off these edges just to make it a little smoother here because they were pointy. Same thing on this side. So I tried to knock some of that stuff off of it. I was debating whether I should do it on these, probably not, but anyway, so the next section I was going to start working on was this section. So it's got, you can't really see it, but this is that undercoating. It goes all the way down to there. All this is undercoating and all this is undercoating. Now this here, I got a lot of that scraped as best I could, and I took a wire brush to it, and I got most of that off. I still got to finish that up, but I got to get all this and get all that. Once I get all that done, the rest of this is all pretty much done, so I can just go ahead and finish sanding it and maybe get me a coat of primer on it. I want to get the, because of the bare spots, I want to get that etching primer on there, get that done, and then after I get me a regular coat of primer on it. I was taking this thing here apart for the windshield. This is what holds your windshield in. There's a little metal clip goes right there. Let me see if I can show it to you. It's a little metal clip. I don't know if you can see it, but it's pretty bad shape there. It's aluminum, and it's starting to rot. So I think I'm going to try to get another one. Plus, it's really beat up, man. And it looked really bad right there. And I thought, well, because I don't plan on taking the windshield out if I don't have to. If it breaks, I don't have a choice. But if I can keep it good, I'm going to leave it. And so I need to put that back. That's what holds them two together there. So I'm going to try to get another one of those. I really don't want to use it if I don't have to. So I want, it's the front of the truck. You want it to look the best that you can. Now I did take and get me some window cleaner. I cleaned the windshield pretty good. It was looking really bad. And I was wondering about this rubber. Rubber looked really rough, but it cleaned up pretty nice. I mean, I guess you could see that. It cleaned. I could probably use another coat cleaning it. I took a little brush, sprayed the window cleaner on, took a brush, and brushed it all the way around. So it came out pretty good. So I'm happy with that. When I get ready to paint it, I'm going to tape that up, and then I'll go ahead and paint that. I think I'm going to have to hit this with some sandpaper though. I used steel wool on this, but didn't come out quite as good as I'd like it to. I may have to I have a scrubby pad, see if that'll work. I don't know. But anyway, so still working on that. I know watching me sand's not exactly exciting. I don't even like watching me sand. So let me take you over here toward the door here. Let me check the camera. All right, so this is the camera. I mean the door that you seen me put on that other video. And man, I spent a lot of time trying to make sure this thing was lined up real good, and then come to find out there's rust under that bottom. I don't know how I missed that. I got that door lined up pretty good. I was really happy about that. I had to get all this sanded. But this rust, I don't know if I could show it to you, if you'd be able to see it or not. Let's see here. I don't know where my flashlight is. Anyway, so I don't know if you can see this or not, but it's right there. It just goes all the way across. And I went in there and picked at it, pulled it apart, but it's pretty bad. I think probably the only way I could fix that would be to cut that little bottom lip off of there. And then if I cut the bottom lip off, then I could probably I don't know, maybe weld up a new piece because the rest of it's good. But I don't know. I have another door up there, and it's a good door, and it actually it's all together. That one up there has got the windows and everything in it. So although it's going to make it harder to bring it down here because that door's heavy enough with nothing in it, and then to bring that one down with everything, it's going to be tricky. Maybe I can lay it on my mower or something, drive it down here. I don't know, but right now I just want to get this off. Just get it out of there. Like I said, really aggravated that I didn't notice that because all the work I put in. And this was even after I stopped videoing. I was working on it, really trying to fine tune it because I really want these doors to fit really nice, look really good, best they can. So when I paint it, it looks real nice. So anyway, I mean, had a little bit of stuff here. I could have worked that out. The only thing about this door, this right here, for some reason, it kind of bows in here. And so when you get here, it's fine up there, but it's got like a gap in between there. And I don't know, I guess that's a factory thing. I don't know, just right in there. And they do build them like that. I remember years back, my grandfather bought a new truck. He'd buy one every few years. And he bought a new truck. And man, the side, you look down and you see, I told him, I said, Grandpa, you should return that truck. He said, nah, it'll be all right. But yeah, I'm like, man, they did not put that thing together right. So, you know, sometimes they just don't do it, I guess. I don't know. But so I'm going to get started here. Let's see if we can get, I don't know if, let's see here. I know you can't see what I'm doing here, but gotta get these here. You can't get these, the inside. Well, you can't get them when the door is closed. But that's the way I want to do it because I don't want to have to hold the door while I'm trying to, let's see, where's that? While I'm trying to take the bolts off. Man, I had that dude tight. I had planned on this door staying on a while, apparently. And I know it's not on low moon strength because the older I get, the weaker I become. Right. I don't know if I ever showed you the floor. I could find my, oh, I know what, my flashlight. I think I took it up to the house. All right, so those two there. Let's see if I can not lose these bolts. Alright, here's the one that I redid that latch inside. I pulled that latch down, took it all apart, and cleaned it, put it back, and painted it. It looks real nice. I really don't want to have to change it out on the other one, so I'm not going to worry about that right now. Maybe later down the road. I don't know. Alright, so I got those. So now I can get this one and that one, and that should free that door up from the hinge here. Because I don't know if you can see that or not, but let's see if I can zoom that in for you a little bit. Let's see. Oh, okay, where are we at here? Oh, door, there it is. You can see the hole right there. That one actually is behind that piece of metal. This one that's right on the outside, I can get to that one, see, with the socket. Same thing at the bottom. But so that's the way I had to do it. Now I can get these other bolts with this. So if you ever work on one of these, keep that in mind that you know that's the way it is. This one you can get to, and this one, but you can't get to that inside bolt. So you have to kind of take that thing out. Ooh. That one I had put some shims in it because I was trying to, again, get the door right. You know, sometimes you gotta put a few shims in them. So I try to keep a variety of shims around. In fact, I got one with this cab that's just like, it's fantastic. I don't know how else to say it. It's the old school shim. Let me show you. You'll see what I'm talking about. If you can get these old ones, these are the ones to get because they got a handle on them. And let's see here. There they are. I'm working on getting me, I've already ordered it, getting me a microphone I can carry on my shirt so you can hear what I'm saying when I walk away for a minute. Again, see how I was saying before, I mark them. I put shims. I put all the shims in there. And so here's the one. I got all different thicknesses and stuff in here of shims, but this shim here, this is the way you get them from the factory. They got this cool little handle. When you take these shims, they're a pain. Like you're trying to get it in there, you're trying to hold, you keep dropping it. This one actually came off right here somewhere. But you see that, you just go and you say you got your pen sitting there or whatever, you're trying to jack it, you just put it in there, easy to get to. If you ever get a chance to get some of these, get them. These are really handy shims. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw these back in here. I'm gonna keep track of them. And I'm gonna put these back so I don't lose them, because I know me. If I don't put the bag of shims up, I'll never find them. You know, I lay stuff down, I'm working, and I lay something down, and I don't pay no attention to it. Like this drill right here. I had just had this drill, and I laid it down, and so I'm gonna grab that drill, because I'm getting ready to do the door. That's before I, you know, put the camera on. And I could not find this drill. It was literally laying right here on my table, but I couldn't find it. And that's what I'm saying. I'll lay stuff down, and I don't have a clue where it's at. Be right under my nose. So I always try to put them back if I can. Like this one here, I really like to keep it right here. That way, at least that's where I know where it's at. So, all right, now we gotta get the door off. Oh, what fun. So I gotta get it here first. Get it down. And I don't want to damage this door because I may sell it, or maybe later on I'll fix it. Okay, so now let's see. This is actually come off there. Wait a minute. Must have something else holding it. Ah, I missed one. All right. Let me lock this thing in. Okay, it didn't get locked. Wonderful. Yeah, I missed this one. Gotta get that other off. Yeah, there we go. Right. Put that right there so I don't lose it. All right, now try this again. There'll be a hole here somewhere. There we go. Got a handy little hole here. It's a little handle. That's kind of nice. All right, let's see here. I think I'm just gonna lean it right here for right now. What a shame, that's such a nice door. I don't know if you can really see it good or not, but I mean, it needs to be sanded. That other guy he was using some of that paint stripper on it right here. You can see that. And he didn't get it done. He had this part down here stripped already when I got the door. It was bare metal, actually. I just went and put some primer on it just to keep it from rusting. And, yeah. So, anyway, but the door itself is pretty good. I mean, you can see it's excellent condition. You know, you see all this in here. All that's real nice. You know, where the hinges and stuff go, real nice. And this one even has a hole on it here. Right here where the wire comes through for the windows, electric windows and electric locks. And you can see this end here is good too. And you can see the latch, I redid that. It's all nice and shiny black. I took it out, took it all apart, cleaned it, and re-greased it, stuck it, you know, painted it, stuck it back in there. Everything's good, even inside, until you get down to that bottom. And I don't even know how I noticed it, but I noticed it somehow. Let's see here, I got everything in the way on my table here. All right, I'm also trying to get I ordered hopefully a taller tripod, make it so I don't have to put this thing on the table. All right, so we got that. Now I did order the parts for this. So let me pull you in a little closer here. I don't have a camera guy. I'm the camera guy, so I gotta just work with what I got here. All right. All right. So anyway, let me turn that down just a little bit so you can see that a little better. All right, now let's see what we got here. There we go. That's good. All right. So I've got this. I've ordered the outer rocker panel, ordered the inner rocker panel, and I've ordered this piece of floor. So I've got to cut all that out and replace all that. I did not order this, I forgot. I got to order this little piece here. So I got to cut that off. And I think that's good back here. I'm going to check it. If it's got rust, I'll cut it all the way off. But if not, you know, that whole piece. But I got the whole, I ordered the whole piece all the way up to here. It's got some rust there, and I wanted to just replace that whole piece because the piece that you might be able to see that, I don't know what they call it, a kick panel or whatever, but this panel right here, I ordered the whole panel. Right here is where it goes on at, and it goes all the way down in between the two panels. And that's where it's rusted, you know, there, and then of course, right there. See, so when you look at it inside, you see it's rusted pretty bad. So I'm just gonna, I gotta tear that apart anyway, so I figured, you know what? I'll just go ahead and just do the whole thing. But I gotta wait till it comes in. See, I even see some here, some rust right there. Because originally I have a piece that goes like right here, but would catch that. But I'm just gonna get this whole piece. I'm gonna cut it off, do that whole thing, attach this panel back here, just do the whole thing and be done with it. The only thing is, I am not great at welding. It's not one of my things that I'm good at. Although, the welder I was using before, I can't think the name of it, I got it here somewhere. It's a, hold on one second here. It's a name you've heard, but yeah, it's a Century, and it's made by a name brand. I can't think their name, they're red. Anyway, that thing, it has the wire that already has the coating on it. It don't have gas to it. And I tried every adjustment that I could think of, could not get it adjusted enough to not blow through this metal. So I've been told, so that's where this one comes in, I've been told that if you get a welder that has that gas, I think it's argon gas, I'm not real sure, but I'll have to find out. The gas works real well to keep it from blowing through as easy. You can still do it, but so I got to get some argon gas, got to get the gauge, and I have to find the leads and stuff for this. I don't know where the heck they are. They're around here somewhere. I got to find that stuff, and I'm going to try to use that one, and hopefully I can. I did on the other truck up there. I did cut all this stuff out and did it, and I used that, but I really had a lot of problems. It was really just giving me a fit, and I did everything. I did this, the corner, I did the roof, I did the whole piece all the way across, like that whole front section and all the way across inside. I did that, I did the piece inside. Inside worked real well. I don't know why. I cut it about that far in and welded it across there, and it did good. I don't know, maybe I had heard somebody said, well, if you're out in the wind, that may do it. Well, up there, I say I'm not in the garage, I'm sitting in the driveway, and that's where I was working at. And so, is that what happened? I don't know, because I got inside the cabinet up in there and it was okay. On top, I had a lot of problems stuff. I don't, on this one, see, this one is all one piece. This is in good shape. But I had cut it, I think somewhere back in here, and the whole panel I had was perfect. And it worked out so good. I had this tool that it like punches, and you can punch all the way across and it makes a little lip. Brought it over there, set it on that lip because I figured, you know, there's nothing in there to hold it. Set it on that lip, spot welded it, great. It looked really good. I came back and started spot welding some more, and then all of a sudden it just warped on me. And I got a little frustrated. That's why I had this cat. Anyway, so I'm gonna try to do this section and hopefully won't have any problems. But I gotta finish up this seat, so I gotta go get my flashlight. Yeah, so the back is not, I don't have either one of these back ones folded here. I have the hole drill for that one because it's got a pin over there, but I still need to drill the hole for to hold the seats down. Also, too, I have these wires. I have not figured these out yet. I had it doing it before. I had it moving before. I want to see how far back I can get this thing to go, because if I get up in here right now, if you look at this, I'm up a little far, and this is down a little much. I hate to have to get a tilt wheel, but I'll do it if I have to. But if this would go back farther and lower, because this is supposed to lower and it's supposed to go back, you know, move back and forth. It's supposed to tilt, all that. So I'm hoping that I can get this. I don't even know if you can see me there. I'm hoping that I can get that to work. Yeah, you can just barely see me there. But anyway, so yeah, so yeah. So if you look up in here, I don't know how much you're able to see over there, but I just barely fit in here. Not that I'm a big guy, but you can see it's practically laying on my lap here. So I'd like to get this to go down and to go back. It's a little, as far as I'm concerned, a little close. But on the passenger side, it's fine. That seam there, because you got plenty of room, is up in, you know, in the way there. But I feel kind of high sitting in here. So I think when you look at the seat, you'll see this one's higher. So I need to be able to get it to lower down and then get it. If I have to, I'll get a tilt wheel. A tilt wheel's good. I wouldn't mind having a tilt wheel, but do I need it? I really don't. If I can get this seat to work. What I was trying to do was, because the motor's right here. So the plug goes into there and it comes around, and then this somehow hooks in, and I was trying to find the one wire. I am not a wire guru in any way, fashion, or form. That's why I'm glad that all this wiring in this dash is in really good shape. It really is like somebody took really good care of this truck, because all of this, it's never been torn into. The only thing you see is where somebody put some aftermarket stickers, so they used some of this, where's it at here? Here it is. Some of this lamp cord. You know, that's what we used to do back in the day. We just drag out a piece of lamp cord and throw our stickers in there and hook it up. That's the only piece that I see that somebody's, you know, hacked into it. The rest of it's in good shape. Even the light switch. I can't get the knob out of it. I was trying to take it out, but that's okay. But it's in excellent shape, even though it's the original one, but it's in excellent shape. All of that stuff is. I was really surprised. And so I was happy. Now what I'm trying to do is, I bought the guy, and he took the inner piece, you know, what you call the engine compartment. I'm trying to get that back from him, because believe it or not, the one I got up there on my truck up there won't work on this. It's designed a little bit different. It's a different year. It's 82, this is 87. And a lot of things are kind of different. Like my high beams are on here. Also, my windshield wipers are on here. Up there, my high beams on the floor, my windshield wipers right here. So that does make it different there, but there's other differences there that I want that wire harness. I hope I can get it from him. He says, yeah, but they'll sell it, but if he does, if I can actually get him to say yes, how much will it be, you know? I'm hoping he gives it to me for a good price. But anyway, so yes, I'm gonna have to get, maybe I should just unbolt that thing and pull it out, and then I can fool with the wires on it, because I need to get it moving. Maybe I'll do that. I do have both of these, yeah, both of these have nuts on them. That's wonderful. Oh, and something else I did too was, this is the original seatbelt. I did get that from the guy from the truck. This is the original one, bolts in. And I like it because it just bolts right in the factory spot. And you know, to me it looks good. I could probably get these rebuilt, you know. But it looks good, works good. I even have the inside piece, which now the one that's in here, this came from this seat. I tried to get the seat belt from the guy that I bought the seats from, but he said that they were, you know, blown. There was an accident. You know, they locked up and you got to send them off, get them redone. But I wanted to get them, but he said no, he didn't have them. They were blown. So I'll take those off. I will get these other ones. I'll show you the ones I got with it. Only reason why I'm even going over this stuff is, you know, in case you're working on a square body, you know, maybe it's your first time, and it, you know, maybe it's, you'll see this some of the stuff you kind of run into. So here's the center for the center. This one had a bench seat in it, so this is for the center, but still, you know, you can take this apart, and because you can take that out of there, and then I could take the one that goes here, whichever one that is, maybe it's that one, I don't know, and just bolt it either down on the floor, or I can bolt it in place here, whatever, but I can bolt that down. I have the other one. So here we go. So here's the other one. If I can get this, how you do it? Oh, it's this way. Okay. So this one goes. Oh, wait a minute. This is the center one because it bolts down and this goes over and it hooks into that. Yeah, that's the center one. So this one here, I'm gonna have to divide it up and give one to each side because I have the belt over there. Cause I just put them back in. I'm gonna take them all back out, but right now it's just so I can get everything situated. Cause I need to get everything where it's gonna be, all the bolts ready, get it all down. So once it's all painted, throw the carpet in it, and I already got that stuff done. I don't have to fool around with messing up paint, things like that. So now this one's got a wire. I don't know if you can see that wire. There's a wire right there. I have to get that out of there. Look how bad that is. So here's the wire. So on the dash, of course, even though these trucks are older, they still let you know if the seatbelt's not latched. So I still have that, and it hooks in down here somewhere. There's a wire. Maybe it's up here. I think it's up here. There's a wire that goes here. So yeah, here it is. I think this is it. Let me see. Yeah, that's it. So that wire there goes back to there and hooks to this. And even though there's two of these, I'm going to take one of them off, and then I can hook this. Got to find out where it goes. It might go right in the same spot. Let me see. I think on the same spot as the factory seatbelt here, like right there or something. I'm not sure. I'll have to figure that out. But yeah, and then that way I can just have this. And then if I can keep the wire, I think it doesn't keep the wire with it because that one don't have the wire. Just has just this one, so this is probably the one that I want for the seat. At least that's my thought for right now. Later, I may change. I don't know. I like these. I don't know if you ever use these or not. If you ever had an older vehicle like this, but let me jump in here and see what I can do here about bringing that thing over. All right, so pick this piece, and we're going to bring it right over. And there we go. Normally on this one here, you would hook it right here, but I don't know if you can see there or not. Again, I got you turned off to the side. Let me turn you again. I need to get one of them ones that can work with a remoter that follows me. I don't know which. All right, so get in here. I can pull this thing and then hold it over here, and I should be able to latch it in here, but this one it doesn't fit. So realistically, again, I could take the one here, whatever the heck it's at. Oh, here it is. And again, do the same thing here. Well, I think it hooks back here. This one does. Hooks right back here. Yep, hooks right there. And then it goes there. Yeah. It comes up there. I would like to have something that's rigid like this one, as opposed to this. Otherwise, I'd have to find some way to hold it up there so when I pull this across and latch it in, I'm good to go. Because I don't want to have to be reaching on the floor and all that stuff trying to find my seatbelt. Yeah, this guy here. There we go. Yeah, so I got to do that. Bolt these in. Get that done. So that's my focus now. When these parts come in, to do this section here, get that done. Get that done. I want to finish sanding out here. I've got to, once I get done all this, and I guess I could even sand this now. I got to sand all this. I do not want to take these off. I don't want to lose the adjustment. This is a factory adjustment on it. You know, I don't want to take those hinges off if I can help it, because they're adjusted from the factory, and I found that when I put that door on, they seem to be about where they should be. When I did the other tab, they had been changed, and so they were not where they're supposed to be. And I bought not only the door, but then I bought this piece. So if you get a vehicle and the door's on it and you're not having any problem with this, my suggestion is don't take this off. Just leave it alone. You can sand around all this and still paint all that and have it stick good. But you do what you want. You know, I'm not telling you got to do it one way. That's just what I had found. So I had double the work and double the frustration up there at the other cab. So I think I'm just gonna leave these here. I've got to take, it's a little more. So I'm gonna, if I can, I'm gonna try to take, because I rebuilt the ones on that truck up there, but like I said, I do not want to take these off. So if I can rebuild these, in other words, if I can get this pen up out of them, the way I did it before, I took it over there on my vise and used my vise and I was able to, you know, press it out. If I can do something like that on this, get this off of here, it's gonna make it a lot easier for me to, you know, to sand all this and then to paint it. So I may, if I do that, take this off, leave them all. Sand all that, sand all that, and then when I paint it, I'll paint it all, but not together. And then once it's all done, I'll put the new pens in it. That's just, I mean, you know, all you can see it there. That's all you gotta do. You gotta put that new bushing here and the new bushing there, which is on this part. And then you run the pen down through it. And I can't remember how it goes in. I have the pen. Let me see if I can find that. I don't know if I have it or not, but if I have it here. I probably have it up in my other, up in my shed, because I know I do have another one. Let me go see if I can find that. We're going to hold on just a minute here. All right, so here's the pens. So it's got the pen. Oh, and it's got this little, I don't know what you call that, like a little spline or something right there. So you got to beat that down in there or press it, and then you use these. Those don't work on these. Well, yeah, I can see that. So you got to use these. So you take those, you just stick them in this piece, and then once this is all painted, I can take that pen and press it down in there. So I do have two of these. So this is for one side. Like I said, I had done the driver's side up there, but I'm not pulling those off. It was just too much work. So let me put these over here. All right, I got my flashlight. I don't remember why I got that. So let's see. So I don't see a place to bolt the. It must bolt right to that same one that this one goes to. It's the only thing I can figure. I do see a hole back there, so I need to drill a hole for this back one. And then over there, I got to drill a hole and then a hole. Because right now, if you look at it, yeah, I can actually move it. Now the front's bolted, but because I want to make sure that I've got this thing where it needs to when I slide it. Because I've got, oh, probably 3 or 4 inches back there. It's like the same thing over on that side. I've got room to move it back. If I can move it back and drop it down, I'll be happy right there where it is. But if not, then I'm gonna have to really adjust those tracks because I didn't really do anything to the tracks. I just took the front piece right here. I cut about that far back, there's like a bracket on the front of the track, bent it down, that's got the part in where you put the bolts. I did that on both sides, and that way just goes right over this little spot right here. See, and then I just drilled a hole and put it right in there. Same thing over there. On the back, it just sits on the floor. I drilled a hole, because over there it's got a pen. Same thing on this one. It's got a pen that goes down in the floor there. But you also put a bolt. So I'm gonna have to get that too soon. And so that's about it for tonight. I'm gonna wrap it up here. I just want to come on here and see a little bit of progress I've made. I'm trying to do some of this stuff, you know, like the sanding stuff. You know, I'm trying to get this stuff where you don't have to sit there and watch me sand it, because that is not exciting. And but where I can show you where I've done some of it, you know. Alrighty, well, that's going to wrap it up. So thank you for being here at Vintage Rust. Appreciate it. If you could subscribe, that would be fantastic. Help me to keep going. And if you can, hit the like button. That really helps too. And if you got a comment to make, You know, because I don't know a lot about these. So any pieces of advice you can give me, fantastic. You know, I'll take it, I'll use it. And if I can use it in helping me, fantastic. Because, you know, at this point, I mean, I know about working on cars, but I've never worked on a square body. It's the first square body that I've ever owned. So any advice is welcome. So thank you so much, and I'll catch you on the next one.